as I pull my clutch back, hear how the engine bogs down there for a second? That's what's considered your contact point, or where the engine actually starts to grab the transmission and move your wheels. This being an SUV and a rear-wheel drive vehicle, it's not as peppy as, let's say, a small sedan. So your contact point is going to be a little bit more sluggish than your average Civic. To move, release that contact point and hit the gas very gently at the exact same time, and you'll start to make that sort of equilibrium and you'll move forward gently. That's how to start off an automatic car. And I'll do one more example. What I like to do, because I'm on a hill right now in my driveway, is I like to do this. This is how I will always start. So it's in neutral right now. I've got my foot on the brake. Clutch in, left foot, all the way to the left, up for first. And because I'm in my driveway, I don't like rolling. My girlfriend's car is behind me right now. This is just going to be a part 1 video of basically how to start the vehicle and move in general. What I'm going to do, this also works for hill starts. Put your finger, or your thumb, sorry, on the button, because 90% of these e-brake things, unless you're in a truck, are a center console handle. That's the best way to do it. I don't see any reason to have electronic ones or hill assist electronically. It usually cancels itself out after one failed attempt. Just, if you have it, use it. It also keeps it from seizing up. And you should always use your e-brake when you're parking, because it's not like an automatic transmission where it locks your brakes and your transmission. All this does is locks your transmission. So there is always that tendency, if you have a weak clutch, it's going to roll. So always use this, which locks your brakes. This is essentially park. First or second or reverse, and e-brake, that's park. Consider that park. Never exit the vehicle unless one of those things happens. If you're leaving the vehicle running for some reason, always neutral, because you physically can't exit this vehicle without being in neutral unless you're stopped. Because if you're in first, once you release that clutch, either it's A, going to die, or B, you're going to roll. One of those two things, depending on how your foot moves. If you're in neutral, foot's off the clutch, I can sit here all day. Put this e-brake on, and I can sit here all day. Within reason. And I'm just going to take off one more time just to show you guys how it's done. All the way in the up left position. E-brake up, just to stop the car from rolling. And I'm going to do that little balancing act we discussed. And that is how to start a vehicle and basically put it in motion when you're driving standard. I will do a better video once I can, but right now this will have to do. I haven't been driving standard all that long, so I might not be the best teacher on how to do it, but the hardest time is always the first. Once you've got it moving, you're done. That's the hardest part. Once it's moving, so I'm just going to put my foot on the clutch here. E-brake's on, so don't worry about the fact that my brake's not on. Once you're moving, you're in first. You'll be driving. Your foot will be off the clutch, obviously, and to the left of the clutch, sitting on what usually has a little inclined perch for your foot. Once you're driving, what you're going to do is release the gas, press the clutch, back in a second, release the clutch on the gas. It sounds like a complex thing, but honestly, once you're moving, it's easy. The best way to remember it is just gas, nothing, clutch, shift, gas, go. That nothing is where you're not pushing anything except the clutch. You've got no gas. We'll do this one more time. I'll do a dry run for you because my foot's on the brake right now. Neutral. Imagine this is me driving. So foot's on the side and I'm about to shift. Clutch, down a gear, or up a gear in this case. My foot's already off the gas, but I can't remove it from the brake right now because obviously I'm in gear, it'll go. So imagine my foot is about to roll back on the gas and off the clutch at about the same time, Once you hit that contact point, gas on. Same thing from going to second to third. Exact same process. So I'm going to pretend that I'm in second right now, but I'm actually in neutral. Off gas, on clutch, up into third, off clutch, on gas. But I can't do that right now. I will do a better video probably tomorrow on how to do this correctly. But for now, this will have to do. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.